spicy candied pork and rice. 1 onion, 2 garlic cloves, 2 jalapenos, 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of stock. I use squid brand fish sauce, ground pork, of course, and then brown sugar. Darker brown sugar would be better, but I just have this stuff. So first step is getting our rice in a pot with our stock. We're going to turn it up to the max, just let that go, and then we're going to break apart our ground pork. I have a titanium pan, so I'm using a metal tool. Don't do that on most pans. Our onion, we're going to cut off both ends and then slice down the middle, take off that external layer and peel off any film that's left on the inside there. We're going to cut that in half and we're going to start dicing it up. Be careful for your fingers. Don't do what I do. My knife sucks, so it's a little bit weird, but it doesn't have to be cut super fine by any means. It's going to be cooked down quite a bit because this is going in as soon as the pork starts to turn a bit more gray. And we're going to keep an eye on our rice. Once that starts to boil, we're going to take that off the heat, put that on minimum, and we're going to give it a little stir and then cover it up and forget about it for about 17, 18 minutes, depending on the type of rice. I'm using basmati. Next is just keeping an eye on that pork. You can use a little bit of olive oil here or some neutral oil to just make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of your pan. My pan is a non-stick titanium pan, so it's okay, but it's extra lean, so it's not super fatty. Once that starts to gray up a bit, we're going to throw in our onions and we're going to start to just toss those around in there. We want to get all the pink out of our pork, so we're still cooking this on medium heat. And next, we're going to be looking at cutting up some garlic. So we're going to take off both ends of the garlic. I haven't peeled it yet. We're going to crush it with the flat side of our knife here, and then you can peel it very easily. A lot of the skin just comes right off. Some of it's on my knife there. Same sort of thing. You don't have to cut this up super fine. Only important thing to know for garlic is you want to put it in later in your cooking process because it will burn pretty easily. It's going to melt down into basically nothing, so you're just going to get the delicious flavor without like bits of garlic. But try to chop it up pretty fine and then throw that in once your pork is starting to get more gray. Still have that on medium heat for right now, and we're going to work on our peppers. Normally for this you would use bird's eye chilies or Thai chilies, the little red guys, but I just had jalapenos in my fridge. Works decently well, but it is a different flavor profile. If you don't want it to be too hot, on the inside of the pepper we have the rind. It's this white spot right here. You can cut that out. It carries a lot of heat, and the seeds carry the most heat. You can just use the peppers if you want without the seeds if you wanted to tame it down a little bit, but you're just going to give these a rough chop. The finer the better, I guess, but I'm kind of lazy, so it doesn't matter too much. And you can kind of just add them to taste. The main thing is just a little bit of spice to contrast against the sweet from the brown sugar. And the next thing here is just double checking my rice. He's all good, so we're going to take him off the heat and just leave him covered. My pork is looking very much cooked, so I'm going to drop that to about a 3 medium low, somewhere around there. Get our sauce ready as well as our brown sugar. I start with a heaping tablespoon of brown sugar, and then I just start tapping in fish sauce. You want to use about 2 tablespoons of this, I believe. I've made it a lot of times, so I don't really measure anymore, but you're going to stir that together, and mine doesn't turn quite as brown as I want, so I use more sugar, and I stir this up. You can actually see in the bottom of the pan it starts to create this nice juice. That's going to be the glaze for our pork. We want that to be kind of saturating our pork fully. It gets this nice candy flavor. Then once that is simmered for a while, we're going to throw in our peppers and just let that sit. Keep that on low for a little while and then serve it on top of the rice that we made. Mix it all together and you have beautiful food. Yay! So for the cost breakdown, it was about $7 for the pork. The garlic is $1 for 3 bulbs at like every grocery store right now. The onion, probably about 75 cents if you bought a loose one. Infinite fish sauce, I have enough for making tons of stuff. It lasts for a very long time. It was $3.99 for that giant bottle at Walmart. Brown sugar, again, 2 kilogram bag, $4. Jalapenos about $1 each. 2 kilograms of rice. I only used 1 cup. It's about $4 to get the 2 kilogram basmati rice, and the stock was about $1.50. It's on sale pretty often, so we have tons of leftovers, and that makes the total cost of making the meal here like $10 maybe. This should easily feed 2 people, but I'm a fat pig, so I ate it all. Have fun.